So here's how I did it, even though I didn't.
To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research.
Wait, what?
My hypothesis states that the kinesis cannot transport metal.
Can we see the photo again?
Yeah,
No.
1 second.
Hence, the metal weapon would have stayed put. Oh god, the cage, yeah.
That was made of wood.
Wait, yeah, the cage. What about the cage, though?
His glasses.
His glasses.
His
The
glasses.
cage was made of
glass
wood.
cutters.
Everything else was made of wood. But,
Oh,
like,
it was.
his
Yeah,
glasses.
the kid.
His glasses.
His glasses.
His glasses, though. Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
the
but
point.
see even
What
the
about-
buckles on the straps are made of wood.
But the button on his shirt is as well.
Oh yeah, that's probably also metal, right?
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, it's just not his glasses, though. Weird. Fucking what?
Well,
Hence, the metal weapon would have stayed put. In other words, the point just raised by Mr. Naruhodo isn't an inconsistency at all.
okay. Well, it's just
Mr. Asman was the patron of my research. Without him, my work wouldn't have been possible. Now I have a duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together.
My dude.
Are you all right?
Bruh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, the thrust of your testimony, Professor, is...
I could have done it.
Based upon his hypothesis, metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis.
Glasses.
In other words,
Button.
since the screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remained lodged in the victim's chest, its subsequent discovery on the stage, despite the victim being found elsewhere, is not an inconsistency.
Uh-huh.
And therefore, Professor Albert Harebrayne could still have been the killer.
Congrats, dumbass.
Damn you, Albert.
My great hypothesis holds, you see.
No, wrong button. Get bunk. Oh, it stopped working.
Ah!
Why did it stop working?
Fuck you!
Okay, the bonk's not working anymore.
This is...
I
It was
gave
bonked so many
it too
times.
much. Wait 1 second.
I gave it too much.
Remember his stupidity, because...
It will be significant.
Ha ha ha.
This weirdo. Alright. We had to make the cage used to contain the subject from wood for that very reason. Ah, okay. Yeah, you're right. They did mention that. I was not addressing you, witness.
Professor Harebrayne?
Yes?
Whose side are you on here?
The child of truth.
Science.
I don't take sides, Mr. Naruhodo. No.
Actually? Okay, we got it back. There we go.
My only interest lies in upholding my hypothesis. I'm a scientist after all.
But would you die for it?
Yes! He doesn't care if he dies about it, he just cares if it gets into other people's hands.
Is he working for us or against us? It's very hard to tell.
Let's see how you cross-examine this testimony, my Nipponese friend. Yes, far away, Mr. Naruhodo.
Phew.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well... yeah, tell me about the data, I guess. And yet your retort to my argument wasn't lacking in confidence in any way.
No scientist can find the truth without first finding self-belief. Those are the words of a certain scientist I hold in the very highest esteem.
Was that... But you realize that disproving my argument... But you realize that disproving my argument puts you in a very precarious position, don't you?
No scientist should strive to protect himself more than he strives to protect the truth.
Is that from the same
Dwayne
scientist?
The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Scientist Johnson. More words of the same great scientist, you know.
I'd like to have a word with that great scientist.
Dwayne the
What if it's just
Mineral
him?
Johnson.
Dwayne
it's just
the Mineral
himself?
Johnson. Words that are causing me a lot of trouble. Who is the scientist?
Me! I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, Mr. Naruto. But as soon as I remember the magnificent genius's name, you'll be the first to know!
Oh my god, I actually think that this...
Will be significant.
And it might be worth keeping the names of your idols to mind, right?
You're wasting your breath, my learned friend. This Harebrayne even forgets my name at times.
So Lord Rensings really did have a friend once. But I didn't notice hell freezing over.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Oh my god. Okay, how do you come to that conclusion, I guess? Your hypothesis states it, so it isn't proven then?
No, of course not. It's merely a hypothesis, but a good one, based upon thousands of calculations. But it is widely known that metals can't be decomposed by electrolysis. Well, neither was human flesh, technically. Yes, of course. So I am right. My hypothesis is clearly correct.
What is it about incriminating himself that makes the man so happy?
It's the whole reason that the birdcage is made of wood, you see.
There we go. Sorry, the birdcage? That's where the guy shot himself.
Yes, that's what I call the CEO Obtusa cage, in which Mr. Asmund was placed for the kinesis.
Is this how the game was like, hey, can you watch the photo again? Yeah, and then it shows the...
exactly.
Yeah, this is where you would see the glasses.
I was expecting this too, yeah.
The jail cell in which the victim was detained. It does indeed seem to be made of a timber of some sort.
Well, if only there was something very obvious there as well.
I'll thank you not to refer to it as an instrument of incarceration, your lordship.
In short, any weapon lodged in the victim where he was beamed away by instantaneous kinesis would have been left behind on the stage if it was made of metal, correct?
Also, I like how there was like a pillow of the back of his head.
Oh, was there?
Yes, that's it. Yes. It all fits perfectly with the mathematical model.
Is there a pillow there?
I think there is like a headrest.
Yeah.
Like there is. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even see that.
It's not glass. It's just like a weird headrest that he happens to still have.
Yeah.
That's probably also made of wood.
And thus he couldn't have broken his neck, Your Honor.
Yeah, very, very soft wood.
But the ultimate conclusion, then, is that the defendant alone had the opportunity to inflict the fatal injury on the victim, is it not? Indeed, sir.
Someone beam me out of this nightmare.
Yeah, he just realized.
Yeah, beam me.
But couldn't it be pleased?
You seem to be pleased by that.
Yes, another example of my hypothesis holding true.
This is not a lab, this is court.
But I said sarcasm, Mr. Naruto. Are you not pleased?
No.
I knew it. At the end of the day, I'm the one responsible for Mr. Asmund losing his life. The advancement of science is no excuse, I know that.
No, you're quite right.
Tell the court, did you have a close relationship with Mr. Asmund? Oh, well, no, not really. I mean, I'd only met him 2 or 3 times. And we only ever discussed my hypothesis of the project, and the research grant, of course. Mr. Asmund, oh yeah.
Yep. How did you come to know Mr. Asmund in the first place? What?
A year ago now, a small provincial science journal published a little paper about my work.
Yeah, a little paper is right.
A very small provincial science journal. I like how he's drawing like crayon.
That's a scientific journal? Good gracious, I should need a new spectacles.
Speaking of glasses.
I might have had an extraordinary hypothesis and great promise, but at the time I had no money. I had to eat tiny little meals at a tiny little cafe and drink watered down water out of a tiny little glass. What is watered down water?
I don't know.
Just
I
add
don't
water.
Mr. Asmund read the paper and came to visit me at my tiny little laboratory.
What else about you is tiny, sir?
And offered you money to help fund your work.
Well, why did he? That's still the part that...
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Because he was a fan, of course. Right? Right.
I handled the theoretical side of things, and Mr. Asmund provided me with an engineer for the practical.
An engine. Wait, do we? Who? What?
Hey, the three of us.
Yeah.
The three of us produced that fantastic machine together.
Who's that engineer?
No.
Who is the engineer? The machine that you brought to the Great Exhibition to demonstrate.
Oh, you know, okay, focusing on the wrong part of the conversation.
Yeah.
We had to apply to the government for some sort of inspection to be allowed to exhibit, I think.
Inspection.
I didn't understand all that side of things. Mr. Asmund took care of all of it.
Mr. Asmund had direct connection to the government.
He was a wonderful man. Really, I owe him everything.
Really?
Oh, so we're just going to ignore the third person.
Yeah,
okay.
for now. For now. When you say that you built the machine together, does it mean that you were involved in its construction?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
Well, not exactly.
you're not supervised the construction.
I'm not good with the practical side of machines myself, so the physical construction was done by an engineer.
Okay.
Alright.
Now, maybe not. Yep, no.
No remains of your creation now, though. Following the explosion, repair will no doubt be impossible.
Yeah, but who's the engineer?
And what purpose did they build the machine then?
Yes, I realize that, but still.
Did you supervise the construction?
Someone were to gather all the broken parts that could discover the secret of my hypothesis.
What?
But Mr. Asmund and I toiled over the machine for so long, we put our hearts and souls into it.
What about the engineer?
Did the engineer actually just make a saw trap?
I have to protect our work.
The engineer just would wanted to play a game. That's all.
So what's left of the machine must be kept safe. That's only fair, because what happened was an accident.
We're really not gonna touch the engineer until we talk about the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the extent of the testimony then. Thank goodness for that. I don't want him doing any more damage. He's already been basically proven that he could have been the culprit. It seems as though all he really cares about is defending his hypothesis. Still, I wonder... What if his hypothesis is just fundamentally flawed? Yeah, what if? What if the guy's just wrong? Okay, let's see. Cannot transport metal. I suppose we do that here, right? Let's just do this.
Yep. Objection! You fucker!
Professor Harebrayne, you say that according to your hypothesis, nothing made of metal can be beamed by instantaneous kinesis using the machine you made. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Spot on. Exactly correct.
In that case, I'd ask you to have a look at this photograph that was taken at the scene. In particular, I'd like you to pay attention to the victim's face. Look at that mustache!
It's very chiseled.
You can clearly see that Mr. Asmund is wearing a pair of spectacles with a metal rim.
What? Metal? No. Metal can't. That's not... Metal? No. Oh.
We've already established that the proposed murder weapon, the screwdriver, was found on the stage. However, if your hypothesis correctly predicted that outcome, it should also have predicted that the metal-rimmed spectacles would be found in the same place.
Hypothesis! My hypothesis!
Professor Harebrayne, this isn't exactly easy for me to say, but your hypothesis is clearly flawed.
Order! 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 Oh, Councilman, what is the implication of this?
I don't know.
If, on the day in
I don't-
question, the alleged instantaneous
It's the
cases
teleport shit, I guess.
never actually took place, then it's entirely possible that the victim was killed somewhere other than on the stage. And in that case, someone other than the defendant could have been the culprit.
My hypothesis is sound. I proved it that day. The experiment was a success. The experiment was proof of all my work.
But the machine wasn't. If I could say something here, in my capacity as a fellow of the Royal Society.
Yes, juror number 4. Go ahead.
As a man of science, there's only one thing I simply cannot abide. And as a fraud, oops, who pretends to be a fellow man of science.
What? Wait, Scott, are you suggesting my science is suspect?
1.21 gigawatts.
It's just been disproved, hasn't it? In front of all of us. In other words, the whole demonstration was a complete nonsense from start to finish. I have made Kool-Aid. Believe me, fellow jurors, when I tell you that this man is a heel, a bother, a fraud, a swindler, and a scoundrel.
I say, the wreckage of that machine should be stripped down and thoroughly examined.
Ibiton off the wood also.
That's the newspaper we got too.
Never! That machine is the emphasis of my entire hypothesis.
You did actually build it though.
It's protected by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act.
What
This.
the devil is the message actor about, eh? Who made up such a daft road?
I don't like the way this seems to be going.
I mean,
What's the best way for me to help the professor? Wait and see.
honestly, kind of like, because if we raise an objection, we wait and see. The machine not working, it would actually be the one thing that saves him technically.
Yes, exactly. That's my whole. Why would I object to myself?
Yeah, like
Basically, right?
We kind of technically would need to wait and see.
Yeah.
That should work.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to prove a thing here, and it's going exactly the way that I wanted to go. So I'll wait and see. Maybe I should watch and wait for the time being.
I say my feeling is that machine requires a thorough examination.
Which we should never had.
But what about this special dispensation that's been mentioned? Oh gosh, this is all too much.
If it is determined that the machine itself was the murder weapon, I think you'll find the act won't apply. Of course it was a murder weapon. Anyone can see that, as plain as day.
So we're all in agreement our way that the machine should be stripped.
Yes.
Yep. Wait. What? Wait. No.
What do you mean?
That was odd. Professor Harebrayne is yet to perfect his invention. That would seem to be the case, yes, but even so.
Even so, what?
Going to such trouble and expense to create a fake machine to display in public? He would have absolutely no reason to do such a thing. Yeah, he wouldn't, but what about the engineer?
Objection!
He had an obvious reason to do exactly that. For the research grant money.
But the research grant money would only be granted if the machine was a success.
Yeah,
that's
all
the
about
thing,
the
it's
money
just- it's
again.
a
Why is it
success.
always about the money?
And if people don't die in the process, usually.
Why is it always about
That's
money?
usually part of it.
If the machine was proved to not work, then he would not get the research money. If the government was foolish enough to have deemed the ridiculous notion plausible, he and his conspirators would receive a handsome sum indeed.
Conspirators.
What would be the value of such a grant? £10?
Sorry, what?
I mean, it's one research grant, Michael. What could it cost? £10?
You're not a magnitude out, mind him. £500 a year.
I'm gonna have to do some calculations on that, but that's probably a lot of money.
Oh wow, you could live handsome on that much for years.
The society noted an increase in bogus public demonstration in the field of science recently. And plenty of scientists are agreeing with each other to get the largest slice of the funding cake. People agree plenty more enough for murder, I assure you. Not incorrect.
Not incorrect, no.
Where's Gregson?
No, I haven't deceived anyone, least of all the government. My hypothesis is sound, the science is sound, please, you must believe me.
Oh, is it? Yeah, but...
No matter how unbelievable this hypothesis may seem to you, ladies and gentlemen, the fact remains that the victim was transported instantly to the Crystal Tower.
The Florida teleportation was real.
I must protect the teleportation thing. Star Trek is real if I say so. Which means that the experiment was a success. Ah, Barak.
And therefore,
I knew I could count on you.
And therefore,
You are the murderer. The only person who could possibly have committed the murder is the accused. Ah, Barak.
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 Where is this heading? I have no idea.
Me neither. This looks like a damn it if I do, damn if I don't situation.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I must have just let him shoot everyone in the foot for all I care. My lord, if I may.
I mean, we kind of have to disprove that a teleportation took place, but how do we do that?
Yes, Lord Van Six.
Actually, let's just check now. Okay. No. Cool. Okay. Maybe Sholmes is gonna come busting in or something. I don't know.
The prosecution would like to summon new witnesses to the stand.
Oh, new witnesses. Multiple. Okay. Cool.
New witnesses? What would be the nature of their involvement?
Engineer and Gina?
They were spectators of the demonstration at the exhibition who are occupying special seats.
It is Gina and the balloon person.
Eyewitnesses?
It has to be Gina Lestrade and the balloon conductor, at least.
Potentially.
Did Gina say she had like special spot there?
She was in a balloon. It was from
Yeah,
where,
but
where
he said the spectators occupying special seats.
I think that I don't think he's literally saying that it was like a premium location. I think it was like the best view if she was from above.
I mean, yeah,
everything.
honestly, I would have assumed those seats would have been like on the stage actually.
Which there was none because we saw the little cinematic.
Oh.
Very well, the court grants them whatever the fuck. I should very much like to hear from eyewitnesses to the incident.
The prosecution's request.
Very well, sure, whatever.
Very well, I don't give a shit. The prosecution stance is clear. This experiment was no pastiche. The accused killed the financier victim there on the public stage before the very eyes of the spectators. Now, my learned friend,
Yes.
it's time for you to make your own stance clear.
I think it's
What is my
bullshit.
stance?
That's clearly a flaw in the professor's hypothesis. I can definitely see that. But where does that leave me?
We shall take a short recess now, during which time the prosecution will prepare its new witnesses to take the stand. As you wish, my lord. Good, in that case, court is adjourned for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. To be continued. No.
Oh, actually,
Oh.
yes. Wow.
Well then.
It is.
Would you look at that?
Well,
Oh.
shit.
Oh, we didn't do anything. We haven't found
Yeah,
out
I
anything. What a great milestone to hit. Hooray.
Well, we accomplished nothing.
Nothing.
Yes, exactly. Hooray. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Sure, a little bit longer wouldn't be bad.
Okay, sure.
I want to.
I was getting
What?
tired. But
I want
whatever.
to. I want to feel progress.
Hell yeah, progress. Let's go.
Fuck you! I think that's the progress. But Mr. Naruhodo, Earth were you playing at just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing at all along?
Tic-tac-toe.
My hypothesis, my amazing hypothesis. You've been picking holes in it from the start.
See, I'm a lawyer, not a scientist. I'm trying to do my job. Sorry about that.
But you promised me. Promised you what? You said that you proved that dreaded explosion was an accident, not murder. You didn't help with it. You said you keep my precious invention from falling into anyone else's hands. But all you've done so far is try to undermine me.
You've undermined yourself. Yes, I did make you a promise, you're right. I said that I'd believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis. The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there?
But I just run some equations. Yes, you see, it's because my work is incomplete.
Perhaps it is, nevertheless. A man died as a consequence, didn't he?
Oh. Oh no! You're right. You're so right. It's all my fault. And I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster. Not just as a scientist, but as a human being.
Well, that might be a little over the top.
I thought he was gonna say, well, that might be true.
Well, that might be true. Maybe you're a horrible human being.
And while we're on the subject...
Of what? Horrible human being? Oh yeah, actually,
yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
What about Barrack? He's being awful.
Claiming his old university friend to be a murderer, you mean?
He's a disaster, not just a prosecutor, but as a human being.
Yeah, but
But
that's
also
because of his
he's the
tragic
only one.
backstory.
But also, he's the only one trying to prove your point right.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, wait, he's the rebirth in here. Perhaps he's not classified as Homo sapiens anymore.
He's a homo something.
Glad that's cleared up. Can I double check something with you?
Yes, what?
Is your name actually Alna Hagney? Because that's what it says on your badge.
Aliyah Hagney.
The machine and demonstration you prepared. They were based entirely on your hypothesis, I presume?
Entirely.
There was no trickery involved? Ask the
Trickery.
engineer who actually built the damn thing.
I drew the plans of the machine with my very own hands.
Yeah, but you didn't build it.
Every line was painstakingly drawn with the firm belief that science is the only future.
Scientist.
So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity, yet, but please, Mr. Naruhodo, you must believe in it.
I mean, there are two parts here. There is the planning and the building.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Professor, I understand.
Cancer. Defender.
That was not 20 minutes. Oh, jeez.
It's been 20 minutes. The prosecution witnesses are ready to take the stand. Court is about to be in session again. Make your way to the courtroom, please.
Okay.
Man, I love Western British accents.
It all hinges on that demonstration. The professor's hypothesis is as sound as he claims. It leaves him as the only person who could possibly have killed the victim.
You're
And we don't
looking
want
at
that.
this at the wrong angle.
But on the other hand, Mr. Sholmes was adamant. It's bullshit.
As practical implementation, such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition, is bullshit.
Exactly.
Bye.
So really, what should I be trying to prove here? Prove the bullshit.
To be continued again. Like, what?
All right, show me those witnesses. Who's here?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be Gina.
No one's
It's
here.
nobody. It's the Invisible Man.
name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready for the new witnesses to testify?
No.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Prosecution is ready, my lord.
Yes, this is the defense, my lord.
Oh, Lord Van Zeeks.
How are you doing?
I believe these next witnesses saw the demonstration on the day in question with their own eyes. Indeed they did. And as luck would have it, one of them is a police
It is
detective.
Jenna.
Oh,
It's Jenna.
how fortuitous.
So the testimony we are about to hear can be considered highly reliable.
Can it though?
Except when she opens her mouth, because,
Perfect.
of course.
A detective of all people.
It's Gina, apprentice.
The prosecution's stance remains unchanged.
Yeah, you don't move a lot, do you?
Though it ended in tragedy, the demonstration of the day in question was scientifically sound.
Was it?
Was it?
And consequently, the sole person with the opportunity to have committed the act of murder is the only other individual to have been present on the stage at the time, the accused.
I love how his point is teleportation is real, therefore guilty.
Yeah. That's the entire argument.
So,
That's
the
the
prosecution's
entire
position is clear.
Yes. Science works, therefore guilty.
No, not science. Pseudoscience. Sci-fi teleport science.
No, if you ask Albert Harebrayne, it is very much science.
But I'm not. I think I'm talking to people that actually think.
Oh, okay, cool.
So bring forth your witnesses now. Bailiff, show the witnesses in.
3, 2.
The witnesses whose proximity to the incident on the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally.
There she is.
3 people, alright. One of them seems to
like
have
how
a
the
head
bal-
injury, which...
I like how the
Witness
balloon
statement.
man has balloons.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court to hear.
My name is Balthazar Loon.
Balloon. Wait,
Balloon.
is there a flame in his hat?
Yes, it is.
Tiny flame, yes.
Oh, I love that man.
What about it? I am the presario of all the hot head balloons in the vicinity of the experimental stage.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, Sebastian, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, that's you.
That is not a
Go.
name. No one is named that. My name is Wilhelm
Not
Gottsreich
anymore.
Sigismund Ormstein. I've come
Oh
to
my
see the great
fucking
exhibition
God.
all the way from my home in Bohemia. He's what? Bohemia.
He's Bohemian, apparently.
Okay. Well, at the time.
Yeah, true. At the time, they might have had the same thing. Thank you for the balloon.
All right, he has the Bohemian coat of arms and.
I am very rich.
I'm very rich. I didn't actually do the thing, but. Inspector Gina Lestrade, Scotland Yard. I'm a great detective, even though Alex Holmes agrees. I was on security duty at the exhibition, and I got to go up in one of them balloons. It was amazing. Gina, again.
Renoska, shut up. Everything is better because she's here now.
Exactly, yeah. But she did mention that she'd seen the disaster from up in the balloon, actually, didn't she?
Yep.
Yep. And she clearly loved every minute of it.
The 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage where the incident occurred.
Okay, 3, right? But we only saw 2.
But she drew 2.
Yeah.
No, she drew 2.
2 of these witnesses were in one such balloon at the time and saw events unfold from the skies above.
I mean, yeah, we saw 2 in the drawing.
Yep. In Gina's drawing.
Yep.
Very specific.
Exactly.
You make it sound like they were in the clouds. It was only an altitude of circa 60 feet. Very low.
Wait, 60 feet? That's like 20 meters.
Yeah. It's not that high, actually. Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can you? 60 feet, about 18 meters, then... Thank you, game.
Thank you for your introductions. Now we will give your full testimony for the court. Kindly describe exactly what you witnessed, especially those of you who had a vantage point above the stage.
It was an incident terribly. I'm only grateful that my balloons were not damaged.
An incidente?
Incident terrible.
Fragile, there must be time.
Terrible.
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 There's this huge bang from the stage, and then the next second, another bang in the sky beside us. Oh, okay. And from amidst the smoke, a cage appeared out of nowhere.
The cage. It fell from the sky like a stone, and it crashed into a crystal tower.
I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near after it crashed into the tower.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a calm man in a cage. Okay.
So wait, a bang beside you.
Extraordinary collective account, I must say.
So the bang
Almost like
beside the bang beside them was the balloon beside them
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, somebody shooting the balloon with the crossbow.
Yeah. Can I just clarify something? There's a detail in the witness's testimony that I've not heard any mention of until now. Specifically that there were 2 explosions?
More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places. Yes.
3 balloons in the drawing.
When the demonstration began, the balloon carrying the 2 witnesses was around here. There were other balloons in the air nearby at the time carrying other passengers as well, to be clear.
Pointed directly?
Then, a power was applied to the machine for the demonstration. The first explosion occurred. The so-called bird cage then contained the victim, disappeared from the stage, and a moment later, the second explosion occurred directly adjacent to the balloon carrying the witnesses.
And nobody saw the third balloon.
So they're saying in front of them. That's what they're trying to get at.
No, they are putting specifically where the third balloon is.
Yeah.
Like, they cannot be rubbing in the players' faces anymore that it is in the third balloon. Can we see Gina's drawing in the court record?
Yeah, sure, 1 second.
Yep.
It is exactly the balloon, yeah. Weird.
The bird cage appears at the site of the explosion, subsequently to plummet down into the crystal tower.
Okay, so what you're saying is that the machine shot it up there, but what I'm saying is that it was already up there before the machine went off.
Yep.
And then the
Bless
cage
you.
actually dropped to the bottom of the floor through a machine trap door that was already there, just to make it seem like it was teleporting.
I was very surprised. Suddenly a cage appeared before my eyes. There was a person inside. The blast was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a thing, so I kept my eyes wide.
He's gonna buy another balloon.
Is that why his eyes are burnt?
What? Yeah, what happened to his head?
There you go, little fucker.
I still have lots of money.
I respect this kid.
Precisely who is this curious infant?
Where's the father of the child?
I'm told he is a young noble of Bohemian royalty. Apparently, he disguised himself in order to steal unnoticed into the great exhibition.
Ah, that's why the mask. Okay. What happened to his head? Yeah, I'm here in London on a sightseeing trip with my elementary school. With your school?
We'll have the benefit of a child's point of view in the testimony.
Huh? How's that a positive? Do we really need that? Yeah, exactly. My point.
Their childlike
hello.
wonder.
When I remove my mask, this is what I look like.
Okay.
God damn it. Not the adorable
yes, I
card.
see a delightful face, I'm sure.
No.
It is a
We already
child.
had this. Don't fall for it. Yeah, everybody says so.
I like how
Great disguise,
he kind of looks exactly like Gina in that angle.
then.
The point is, the testimony of these witnesses further substantiates the facts before the court. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully demonstrated.
Teleportation's real. Shut up.
My sci-fi dreams.
I watch Star Trek. Mr. Six, do you need a minute?
Oh my god. Kirk or Picard, you must pick the better one. And furthermore, that until the arrival of the police, no one approached the Crystal Tower where the victim fell.
So, there probably someone already there?
Maybe.
Question mark?
Therefore, only the accused who was with Mr. Asman on the stage could possibly have committed the murder.
This again.
Maybe someone with a crossbow? Question mark?
Yes, thank you, counsel. The prosecution views on the matter are quite clear. So, the defense's cross-examination now, please.
I don't know how...
Yes, my lord.
We have to introduce the drawing here somewhere because it's Gina's drawing. It is literally the one
She's
thing
probably going to talk about it when I press her or something.
Yeah.
Incidente terribile.
Incidente terribile.
Hold it! There were 3 balloons flying above the experimentation stage at the time, I understand.
Sì. All 3 of them, my bellissimi bambini. They are very popular, signor. Some people will pay £10 for one ride.
Like him?
Waha!
£10? That's more than my annual stipend. £20 a month. So that is my pocket money. What else have all the luck?
I like how he's next to the pickpocket.
She has the same coins, so might have pilfered them from him. I got up there for free, I did. Played the old I work for Majesty's police card, you know.
I like the idea that it's going to be one time he won't be able to pay for balloons and then Gina's just gonna have pockets full of money.
Detectives have all the luck. Won't anyone think of the lawyers? They're so popular. Why would you only be operating such a small number of balloons, though?
Because if I have too many in the skies, they could crash into each other.
The operators for the balloons were decided by lots, with each operator manning a particular area.
By lots? Not like a line or something? See, and the zone about public experimentation, experimentators say it is the most profitable.
Huh. It's weird that they would, like, choose the spots where the balloons are by lots and not just by planning, I guess? Because you already know where what was, right?
So if there are zones specifically for balloons, then somebody with a balloon with a body would have we need to go and have the specific zone for that balloon to be there.
Exactly, and you would already have known that the balloon was, like, stated to be there, right? So.
Yo, the impresarios, they hate me!
Thank you, witness. I think the court has a clear picture of the arrangements for balloon rides at the exhibition. Perhaps we can hear more about what you actually witnessed of the incident.
Right, I can feel you in there, my lord. This is a huge bang from the stage, and there's another second bang. All this banging. We actually saw the accident happen from up in the air.
It was like an Eiffel Tower. It was banging from both sides.
Isn't it amazing what a detective gets to do, huh? I'm telling you, Odo, being a lawyer is a mug's game. You should join the force and we can go out flying together. You know me so well. Yes, well, anyway, could you tell us exactly what you saw, do you think? Everything. We saw everything because we were up above it all. That dodgy cop climbing into the cage and that dodgy professor pulling all them levers. And that's when it happened. That's when there was a massive bang and the cage disappeared just like that.
But there was no... Are you saying that he was decomposed? But no time of stabbing?
Good point, actually, yeah.
Describing the moment the subject's body was decomposed by the electricity, I believe.
No mention of the stabbing, too. That's, yeah. I didn't know what to make of it. But then there was another bang right in the ear. I looked around, there was a huge great fireball right next to us in the sky, and there was nothing there before.
Oh?
Are you sure?
Also, Van Zieks is side is ignoring the stabbing. This part is really focusing on the teleport.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because that's his point. That's what they're here to prove, right? That the teleportation was a success.
Yeah, I know, but he completely ignored the stabbing now. Very
Oh, yeah,
conveniently.
true. Excuse me. Master Gotts? Does your memory of the day differ? My teacher at elementary school said that when you meet someone for the first time, you should always use their full name.
Does he have a little camera or something? I just saw like a little lens on the bottom of the
let's see. Yes, what was it again? Wilhelm, Gottsreich, Sigismund, Ormstein. Wait, where?
Like in the very bottom of the middle, it looks like a little lens or something.
Oh yeah, he might have like hanging that from his neck, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
And there is straps. Yeah, I think
exactly.
that's
That's a camera.
We might have new pictures
Hey,
soon.
good eye. I didn't even see that. Just the 4 names then? The point is, do you have something to say? Something to add in response to Detective Gene Otterstone's last remark, perhaps? Oi, get it right, Odo. It's Inspector Lestrade. Why does everyone have a problem with how I address them at the moment? That is not what I saw. Oh? Yeah, there was a second explosion and it was right beside a balloon. That is true. But I'm sure. Which is what I said, innit? 1 minute there was nothing there and then a massive explosion.
Is he gonna say that there was another balloon?
My teacher at elementary school said when someone else is speaking, if you are rude enough to interrupt, you will have the most awful life imaginable.
Ooh, time to get to the coin.
All Bohemians brought up to be so full of joy.
There we go. There you go, little fucker.
Just before the second explosion happened next to a balloon that clearly witnessed. A green balloon flying in the sky. There we go.
Yeah.
A green
And we have
balloon?
the green fabric.
We do.
Canvas.
Are you what? I never saw nothing like that. But I did, I saw it.
Oh.
And you can't say I didn't. If it complains to the console, I will cry and scream.
I like the idea that next time there is like the wide shot of the back that just like 1,000 balloons on the ceiling.
My testimony is the truth. I am Bohemian Prince. You cannot say it's a lie. That is not allowed.
Please.
Well, pleading the blatant royalty card, are you? Typical. Says the orphan who likes to remind people she works for Her Majesty's police.
In that case, young man, I must ask you to amend your formal testimony. In the interest of cordial national relations between Great Britain and Bohemia.
It was not the skies that exploded, it was a green balloon that was next to ours at the time.
Okay.
A green balloon, you say? Are you sure about that?
So he was stabbed and placed inside of the balloon.
No, the balloon had the fake body, the wax body that Shams is going for.
That's what we're still trying to find
I
out,
don't
right?
know.
Where was
I
the
don't know
wax body?
anymore,
Was the
man.
wax body in the
Something was in
contraption,
the
or was
fucking balloon.
Was it?
Point is, something was in the balloon, and something fell out of the balloon. That's
I'm
what
gonna-
you're getting at.
I am still going. The wax body was in the balloon. The actual body fell like through the trapdoor of the machine, and I just need to understand what is the connective part of putting the real body and switching with the dummy, because they did say
The
that.
thing I'm trying to get at is it's a lot simpler if the guy's dead already. You have some weird puppet thing going on,
Yeah,
and you melt the
that's-
wax thing.
That's exactly what I think too. It would like logistically
I
it
feel
would
like
make
that
more
would
sense to kill him
be-
before the whole thing, but I still don't know.
I think that
Logistically, sure.
I think that the explosion happened. He fell through to the trapdoor. Somebody stabbed him. And you have to remember that they said that nobody went into the Crystal Tower until the police arrived. So there was another party that was probably already inside.
I mean,
I mean,
either that
sure.
or there's an underground connection between the stage and the Crystal
could
Tower that
also
we
be
don't
a
know
thing.
about, right?
There was an engineer.
Sure.
What if the engineer made literally like a fucking tunnel?
Dude went digging. Sure, why not? I mean, I've seen like more ludicrous things
Yep.
in these games. Of course, I'm sure I'm a proud Bohemian prince. All these questions are making me boring.
Be boring? Yeah, you are boring.
I think you mean bored? English is very annoying. The language of my countrymen is far superior. You mean
Damn,
Czech?
Sebastian.
You mean Czech? You're
I got
Bohemian,
so.
right?
It is very wrong to lie.
Lie?
Flying balloons never explode. For the same reason the planets never explode. It is logical.
Please tell me that doesn't mean logical. If you insult me, you insult all of Bohemia.
Might I?
I will have the army come and shoot all of you stupid balloons out of the sky. All of them.
Well, here is one more. There you go.
Love how happy Loon is here.
81, Your Highness.
If only all international incidents were so easily resolved.
I mean, if you have enough money.
But, yeah.
Now that peaceful relations have been restored here in the courtroom, perhaps we could return to the testimony. Did you also see the moment that the cage materialized, Mr. Luton?
No, I did not see the explosion myself. However... Okay. Alright.
Yeah. Did you see that actually happen?
No. In reality, I did not. I saw it after. Fuck. It hit the tower. There was a grand confusion around the state. I ran to see what had happened. I was terrorized by the idea one of my balloons had crashed. It kinda did.
I suppose they are his livelihood.
But when I looked up to the sky, all my precious balloons were still here.
Okay, so there must have been a balloon there that wasn't his.
Yeah, that's exactly.
The green balloon.
Which is why Gina
Yeah.
never saw it, but the drawing has 3.
Huh.
That might be why. It's
I
just like
wonder-
some rando fucking balloon.
Yeah.
I saw it though. I saw it slam into the tower. After all, I'm a detective now.
997.
Then tell us what you saw, Inspector Lestrade. That's
Da-da-da-da.
what I like to hear. Didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no, okay. Was it you who gave the order to keep people away? Hey, use your head, Odo. How could it have been me? I was up in the balloon, weren't I? You can yell. You can shout.
So who gave the order to not go
So,
there?
because I wasn't available, it was the boss who had to leg it over there.
Oh, okay.
He was getting shoved and caked all over by the panicking spectators as he tried to seal off the steam. It was a real sight to behold, I can tell you. Amazing. Poor Inspector Gregson.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Inspector Gregson. So anyway, I couldn't see the cage that well because of all the smoke. And I didn't really want to see, to be honest. I was scared out of my wits. Keep it together, Inspector.
He is a child. Can we see now her age in the court record? Because she's now a.
Up. There's a lot of people in here.
Oh, I thought she was younger.
No.
No,
Oh no.
All right.
I mean, she does.
I guess you can't work in
They
Scotland Yard
actually
unless
made
you're
her
of age.
older, like looking older in a portrait compared to the first game.
Yeah. All right.
How old are you? You're a Bohemian boy.
Bohemian
because
boy.
his name is too long, they just put
couldn't
Bohemian
be
boy.
bothered.
Oh my god.
With an excessively long name.
That's why we call him Bohemian boy. The prosecution really is asserting that the demonstration was genuine. But what if it was actually some kind of switch around trick
Oh.
instead? That would mean that the victim was never actually on
No.
the stage in the
Man,
first place.
Man, I'm
Huh?
getting heavy The Prestige vibes.
The two explosions would have thrown everyone watching into a panic for sure.
No, I think it's the opposite. Yonosuke. He was never on the tower at first.
I think I need to find out more what exactly people saw at the time.
Also, we're ignoring the stabbing part.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so now-
Huge bang. Blah. It was a green balloon. Question is, piece of
Are
green
we-
cloth.
But are you objecting?
I don't know.
What else could we do though? And we got him to amend the testimony for this.
Yeah.
So I assume we would. Let me just try that actually.
Yeah.
Just
you
to
know
clear
what?
out. Just to clear up.
It
It's like,
is-
hey,
it is-
objection! We found this. Do you mean this?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Surely something about that last statement seems odd, doesn't it?
You get maneuver is precisely what you find odd about it in return journey. In your return journey to Japan.
I wouldn't be back to give the court an answer for about 4 months, though.
Rest assured, you should be happy to carry proceedings forward in your absence, Counsel.
He's not serious. I have to prove my worth before he really does send me back home. Okay, so maybe it is about the number of balloons then. Right. Wait, no one near it after
Yeah, no,
correction.
it has to be the third one because it was the one that was amended.
Maybe was that this guy that exploded was a green balloon that was next to us at the time? Do we say there was no balloon according to the sketch? That's my other thought. I was like, hey, objection, what do you mean? There's only 2 balloons here, huh? That's the only other thing I can think of.
Makes sense.
Try that?
Could be.
Also, no. Oh,
God damn.
what the hell is going on here? Okay, let's think this over. Bills were not damaged. It's a green balloon that was next to us at the time.
That was the one that was amended, so it has to be that.
So no one went near it after I crashed into the tower.
Have you pressed on the green balloon? Wait, actually,
Good question,
Yeah.
actually. I'm not sure now.
yeah.
Yeah, yes, I have.
Remove. Oh yeah. Ragazzo.
Flying balloons never exploded. Yeah, that's where we got the international relations thing going. Okay.
Yeah. What is the first one again?
Sorry.
What did we try to present already?
We tried the
Wait,
balloon.
my balloons
cloth.
were not damaged. My balloons were not damaged. There is the burnt cloth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we
true.
should present the green balloon
Yeah.
burnt cloth
That might be it. That might be it.
Like, that's what I would think it would be. Like one added to this with the previous
Actually,
statement.
maybe I need to examine it.
That was a good like at least a good thing that fucked us over. Like we had an amendment assessment, but it. Oh, I know it starts.
Never seen
Take
anything
rubber.
like it before.
Oh.
Yeah, no. This was part of a raincoat.
Raincoat? No, what?
No, we need to
And the
Sato.
charring must have occurred when the person was struck by lightning. I mean, that is pretty Sholmesian logic right
I
there.
miss. He says I miss Sato.
But maybe not. I thought maybe you could update it now. You said that's a green balloon. But
I'm gonna say this. That is that because
yeah,
we
honestly,
have evidence of damage.
balloons were not damaged.
One of those
and we
two
have,
statements depend on this.
Yeah.
honestly, I got no better idea. So, hey, there we go.
Hey, music.
Let's go, Mr. Lune. In your testimony, you said that all 3 of the balloons you had operating at the time were undamaged.
See, that is correct. If they had been counting the explosiones, it would have been terrible.
I wonder if you might know what this is. It's a piece of a raincoat, apparently.
I think it may be. See, part of a balloon. But it's a plastic of the envelope.
Sorry, the envelope?
Pardon. That is the large round part of the balloon which becomes filled with rot hair. It is made from very thick fabric cleaned with rubber. You do not want to rip when you are in the sky.
Just as I thought. This piece of cloth was found near the experimentation stage. In other words, as Master Gotts testified, a green balloon did indeed explode that day.
Oh shit! Oh
If all the balloons in the sky above the experimentation stage belong to you, Mr. Lune, then your statement that they were all undamaged clearly contradicts the evidence.
Oh. That's the same part. He's just throwing cards. Or no, I was just for 10 pounds for the experience. How off?
Those things crash 15% of the time.
For the time. Teleportation is real.
Objection!
The entity is the Kinesis did occur, but after the explosion on the stage, the point of materialization shifted to a location occupied by a balloon.
What the materialization shifted? Like, Jesus Christ.
Are you okay there?
It's real, I tell you. Magic is real. I will send a school for magic and wizardry. I will get my letter, damn it. I just like to imagine he's just a kid. Oh man. Causing the balloon to explode. Yes, eminently possible. An unfortunate traffic accident, as it were, but it changes nothing about the pertinent facts.
No, wait.
A lot, actually.
Can we go through this real quick? I wanna go through this traffic accident.
Yeah. I cannot accept.
Why not, Mr. Lune?
You are suggesting that I am a liar. That person died in a balloon incident.
There's no need to get fired up, Mr. Lune. The victim was the sole fatality that day.
But if there was a balloon, there was somebody at least.
Yeah, there had to be an operator in it. Yeah, who the fuck was in there?
That is right, and I prove it.
I like how it's
That's not a balloon, it's not a liar. There was no such
the balloon
balloon.
on his head is pulsing.
Yeah.
It is not possible.
Non possibile.
Not possibile. Possibile.
You're saying it's impossible? Why?
This court has more important matters to discuss than the number of balloons that were operating that day.
It
No,
really
it's
does.
kind of important.
Yeah, for example, if teleportation is real.
The guy says there's only 2, and there's
The number of balloons is not
3.
important. Teleportation is real, damn it.
How about we talk about something more tangible, like teleportation?
I love his reaction.
But we can't ignore the fact that nobody appears to have known anything about this other balloon until now. My lord. The defense calls for further testimony from Mr. Lune.
I concur. There's slightly more to the truth here than meets the eye.
I like the idea that the judge goes, Jesus fuck. Okay, I concur.
The inner face palm.
It's imperative that we clear up the issue of this phantom balloon, I feel.
Ooh, the phantom balloon. I like that.
And the witness, you will give supplementary testimony about the balloons you were operating at the exhibition.
Grazie, my lord. Si, signore.